Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese snacks and treats. I am so pleased to say that it has finally arrived. Our fourth and final box for December of 2025 has arrived. We finally have TokyoTreat. I'm so glad that it has gotten here. I have been so excited to get in here and get to see everything. I'm always anticipating these boxes, and so I'm so glad and grateful that it is here, especially because, it is still December, and we do have this special Christmas season box. So we are going to crack in here and see everything that we have. Real quick before we do, I just want to draw attention to they do these redesigns for special months, and they do such a great job. And I just want to show you all of that and draw attention to, because it is truly just beautiful and I really appreciate it. Uh, there are so many details in this box here, and it's something that I feel like makes it really kind of special is the fact that they do uh, take a little time and consideration into the design of their boxes. So with that, now that we've shown off that, let's get in here. I'm so excited to see this. I have the custom sheet ahead of me, though this month's doesn't include pictures, so this could get entertaining. Also, just want to point out the fact that this is sealed with a sticker. I just really appreciate that since these do ship all the way from Japan. 3 of our 4 boxes do that, and then the 4th arrives wrapped in plastic. And since they come such a long way, I just really appreciate having kind of that tamper-proofing in there. Alright. So of course, first things first. Oh. Okay. We're going to talk about this a little bit longer than usual. So again, we talk about this every month. TokyoTreat is one of 3 of our boxes that do a note from the founder or the CEO. And for TokyoTreat, they do these snapshots from around Japan. They're always related to the theme of the box. And they're so much fun. I really appreciate them. I look forward to them so much. This one, though, I just have to call out. Last year, so this photo is Tokyo Tower all lit up for the holidays, and then you can see there's a whole line of these trees that are illuminated. And there's this beautiful shot of the street leading up to Tokyo Tower with that in the background. That is gorgeous. That's what they did last year, and so this year we have kind of the same elements, but a very, very different angle that is just really beautiful. I really appreciate it. The 2 of them very, very similar, but also at the same time very different, very fun. Thank you. That is beautiful. Last year I had seen something about that and kind of thought maybe I should find, a picture of that, and then they sent me the picture that I was thinking of, and this is just a beautiful shot that instantly reminds me of that, while at the same time being different. So TokyoTreat, thank you. That is beautiful, and honestly, if you can find another shot that coordinates with them next year, that would be amazing, because you have just managed to get these very, very beautiful pictures. So moving on, we have our culture guide. So I am going to set this to the side. Just because for this, it's a lot easier to work off of the custom sheet since it's everything listed on one page. But this is something where I'm only setting aside temporarily. When I do my arranging for the filming, I rely on this heavily. There's a lot of really good information about the snacks, but also about different traditions, different things in pop culture since this is Tokyo Treat. different times where, the theme shows up in, like, anime. Really fun, really helpful, lots of cool information in here. I highly recommend holding on to it, if you ever do decide to get one of these boxes, just because there is some really cool stuff in there. Okay. Oh, well, this one is super easy. They're just calling this a Christmas donut stick. Fairly straightforward. It is a stick of donuts. We've had those a couple of times. I don't know if we've had this brand or not. And they've been really pretty good. I have really enjoyed them. Okay. Oh. Oh, this is so cocky. Ah, there we go. Sorry, we have a salty potato and we have a salty rice cracker. So these, they're calling fried rice crackers with Christmas Island salt. Really kind of interesting. Sometimes the regional stuff really has had an impact on the flavor, so I'm really curious about that. But also we've had some amazing rice crackers on the channel, so I'm very excited. I'm going to go straight to the easiest thing to identify. So one thing that TokyoTreat does is, I think in all but one box that we've done since I've started the channel, they have included an entire bag of Kit Kats. And honestly, the one where they didn't, there was another treat in there that was also super special and difficult to get your hands on, and I was really happy for that one. But we do have a bag of Kit Kats. They're calling this Sweetness Double Berry and Nut Blend. So I do believe that we have tried this one recently. I believe Japan Candy Box also sent us this, so we're not going to taste test it, but it is something that they included in this month's box. I feel very hesitant about this one because it's one of those where I think I know, but I could also have it wrong, and I want to hold off on that. There's two items where it could be, and I think I know which one it is, but I don't know for sure. Okay. This, though, another thing that TokyoTreat does every month is they include a noodle dish. Most often it's been ramen. It looks like this is yakisoba, which I am super excited about. I love ramen. It is really good, really tasty, but I also really love yakisoba, so I appreciate when they send us that. So I'm very excited. We have gotten to try a lot of different types of dishes that just aren't available where I am over in the States. And a lot of these yakisobas have been unavailable. And I know I have tried to find them. So I'm very excited for that. Again, we're going to just kind of, there's a couple things some of these could be, and I just want to kind of eliminate a few things. Especially when there's something super identifiable. So this is French salad potato chips. I have no idea what French salad is, I have to admit. If you know, please let me know down in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. Though it's probably got a bit of an explanation in the culture guide. But I love Japanese potato chips. They have been really good. I'm really excited about this. I think this is going to be great. I'm going to set this aside. I know things are starting to get covered up. I will take a moment at the end and rearrange everything so it's visible. It's just hard to do while we're unboxing. Okay. All right. I think things are starting to make sense. Okay. So they're just calling this gummy cola flavor, but I recognize from the packaging this is actually a game. You can play against friends or just play against the candy itself, where it's rock, paper, scissors. Hidden up here is a hand that is doing rock, paper, or scissors. Which we've had a couple of these before, but it's been a while since we've had any, and there are a couple different brands that do that, so we might have to do that. And of course, we will play against the gummy. They are simply calling this a cookie. They're not giving any additional information on the custom sheet. Again, one of the reasons why I say to hold on to the culture guide is because more information on this is going to be there. Sorry, this is one of those, I grew up with fruit roll-ups and fruit by the foot, and they're calling this roll candy strawberry flavor. Really pretty fun. I'm really curious to see this different take on that. Also, they're so good at capturing flavors, especially fruit flavors. That's probably going to be amazing. Okay. Sorry, I just have to take a minute to kind of compare what's left versus... Interesting. Okay. So I believe they're just calling this salty potato. And I think it is a salty potato snack. It's just also these potato rings. I recognize this little hand guy on the front. We've had these before. I don't know if we've had this flavor. I'll check. But they've been pretty fun. I remember they were really fun. Okay. So next we have, they're just calling these Premium Ghana Sable Chocolat. I'm running out of space. I'm going to put them there. And I am getting to where I'm kind of getting a little bit of process of elimination. So I think they're calling this melon bread. It kind of has a bit of a different top than you usually see with melon bread. I'm sure there's more information on this, and that again is going to be in the culture guide. That is really kind of the fountain of information on these. Okay, so we have 2 items left. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So here we have, this is a Hokkaido salt and sweet cracker. And then, oh, okay, there it is. We also, for our final treat, this is truffle salted nut crispy sesame mix. Ooh. Sorry, anytime I see sesame kind of mixed in these days, I get very happy. That's one of the things I've discovered since starting the channel is, as it turns out, sesame in sweets are really amazing. I had no idea. I never would have thought it. So I'm just going to take a minute and kind of try to rearrange these as best I can to get it as visible as I can get. This is a challenge every single month, just because they send us so many wonderful things. I am always so impressed at how much they can pack in these boxes. They are really able to just kind of pack it all in. I can actually never repack these boxes, not without removing like half the contents. There's just so much in there. So hopefully you can see everything, but this is all that we have. in our Tokyo Treat box for December of 2025. So it is the end of the month, which means two things. One unfortunate and one actually pretty awesome. The unfortunate part is that it is past the call date. This is not available anymore. But if you're looking at this and you're thinking, man, I really wish I got it, let me know down in the comments below. Um, I know where they sell the excess, and I'm more than happy to help anyone who's interested find that. But it also means, and this is the really happy one, that we have finished going through our other December boxes. And so while we do still have things from Japan Candy Box that we're going through, those are from the May and September boxes. We are giving preferential treatment to the December boxes, which means we're going to taste test everything in this before we continue on with the Japan Candy Box ones. Um, And if the January boxes start arriving, we're not going to taste test them until we have finished going through this box from TokyoTreat. So it means if there's something here that you're looking at and you're thinking, wow, that looks really cool, we are leaping straight into taste testing this. We are just going to go straight through, try everything we're going to try, and I'm going to, of course, go through this, pull out the duplicates, get everything arranged, and we are going to dive straight into that tomorrow. I am really excited. There are so many things in here that look so tasty, and I think it's going to be amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, the link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Johnny.